I want the record to show the ass for people.
Fair enough.
Wait a minute. What? Like,
Wait,
pink or red Starburst?
Red.
Red.
So why were you so willing to give him the red one? Why were you so willing to give him the red?
Because this pink one is better than that red one.
Yeah.
All right, we just started. What up, y'all? I am Dennis, your host. This is No Static, the podcast, episode 35.
Every week, you Saturday Night Live us with that shit.
No static, like we lost the power.
You do this every time, bro. If you ever watch an episode of Saturday Night Live, the show come on and you just in the sketch.
And live from New York.
D get us with that shit every time. It's boy cool. How you doing tonight?
It's your boy, Young Hogan. You know what I'm saying? The greatest to ever do it, Jay-Z.
You're not Jay.
Oh, you've never been here for this. Yeah, this is gonna
Oh, yeah.
prepare yourself.
We finna have some fun.
LQ 3000.
D, you also never introduced yourself.
Never.
I said I'm my host.
Come on, man.
I said I'm Dennis, your
Even
host.
Jimmy Fallon says.
You want me to get in my introduction bag? All right, bet. My IG, Outchea the Captain. Even though y'all already know that, but I'll go ahead and say it again, just cause.
Wait, it's what?
Outchea the Captain.
But y'all can go follow me at Jay-Z on Instagram.
Jay-Z.
Jay-Z ain't even Jay-Z.
It's like S_C_ something
That's
like
it.
that. Yeah, like
That's
that's his like at name.
Fuck that, I'm not Jay-Z anymore. His Twitter handle is whack. Anyways.
Shout out one of the guys that work with me who got one of the illest Instagram names I saw recently. It's my homeboy. I'm pretty sure he has palsy, and his Instagram name is Limpin' Pimpin' Gets Fit.
I know you are not talking about who I think you're talking about.
That's hard.
That boy funny as hell, man.
I just met somebody whose whole Twitter handle was at Lemon Pepper Wet. Shit live as fuck, bro.
Low key, that is live.
That's all.
Lemon pepper wet?
At Lemon
At
Pepper.
Lemon Pepper Wet. I'm gonna follow that nigga, bro.
That's all hard.
That ain't bad. I still fuck with Where's the Avocados.
You and your Billy Eilish.
Yeah.
It's a cat I follow on IG who collect a lot of. Matter of fact, Conceited from Law and
Oh,
Order.
Yeah.
He got this alternate account because Burby fly as shit. I always get grubby fresh shit. And he got this other account where he just showed like his fit in a jersey he wore today. It's called Old Jersey Basket.
I like that.
I got a secondary account under the Twitter and the Instagram handle of Zaxby's Ice. I fuck with Zaxby's Ice, dog.
And that's actually, I can totally understand that.
Yeah.
They always give you way too much of it, but
But like, it's like you sip it twice and it's gone, but then you get the ice, so it's like, all right.
it's because they give you a snow cone.
Yeah, it's a snow cone.
It's basically a cheap ass snow cone that now
You
tastes
gotta
like.
eat the ice while you drink it, or else you're gonna be disappointed by the time you get to
They ice is like one of a kind, low key.
I mean,
Chick-fil-A tried to hop on the trend, but they shit
Yeah,
too big.
Yeah, they got some bigger like.
Crush at ice at Circle K is dope.
Yeah.
I
It is.
just get ice.
This is why you need to be going there.
Which brings us to his next point. Polar Pop.
Fuck
Send us
Polar
some
Pop.
fucking money.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Polar Pop, you don't have to give him shit. But the rest of us faithfully support you, Polar Pop at Circle K.
Day ones.
All we
Very
want,
sure.
all we want is
I
to
go
be
to
able to buy
Circle
some
K
better
and I
equipment
never
or get
get
those for
Polar Pop.
free.
I get that icy joint. You feel
And
me?
if we knew that worldwide, we could walk into a Circle K and the people at the counter would be like, "Yo, got them Polar Pops." And when that was just on the house, every time we walked in, I would feel successful.
I think you're drastically overstating our influence at this point. Worldwide,
We out
you
here.
gonna go to Mumbai and get a free Polar Pop?
I mean, they got a Circle K. Wait,
Yeah, they got a.
do they have Circle K's over there?
No,
And
I'm
Mumbai?
gonna be real with
Time
you,
to do some
dog.
research.
They don't fuck with us like that, though.
Mumbai.
How you know?
Because Mumbai probably got like Ciroc hubs instead of fucking Circle K's.
Wait, you mean like a gas station that fills your car with Ciroc?
Hell yeah.
That sounds like Dubai.
Okay, guys.
That sounds more like Dubai.
Dubai. It's Dubai, not
There's
Mumbai.
vehicles
Mumbai's not even a real
powered by
city.
Ciroc. And the oil industry has not failed yet.
I'm just saying.
He might have did something.
Why are you putting your Ciroc in your car?
Like, I'm gonna say something. For the last 10 years, what other vodka have you realistically drank?
Grey Goose.
That's one, and that's a lot of vodka in the world.
This is good. This is.
I've had probably Belvedere. I want to say a few
Yes.
times
That's
too.
cool.
For going through the
See, I
years.
told you don't fuck with stuff, okay?
Yep, cool.
What else?
They probably have some Paul 85-cent cups in there. It might not be called Paul.
And it's 85 pesos.
Damn, that's
over
it.
It's 85 something.
Is Ciroc one of the greatest?
Yeah.
It's definitely a
that
household
or
name.
the campaign is.
It's a household name.
But
You definitely hear
niggas
like
love that blue dot.
You hear a lot of Ciroc talk.
I'm gonna be real with y'all, dog.
If it ain't Henny, it's Ciroc.
When I was a kid, I could name like 3 liquors. And that shit is marketable as hell. You see the bottles they have, bro? Them shits look clean. Those belong in an Apple store. Apple
How good is
store.
Alright. Y'all know why.
Did you say the mouth of the Apple Store?
I'm just saying, you go get your iPad, but you like, bro, I don't think I'm drunk enough to buy this shit. And then they got a little kiosk over here to the side, and it's got lines of these clear bottles of Ciroc and shit with blue lids. And you pick one out, and you be like, all right, now I can drop $800 on this little pro right here. You feel me?
Wait, does the Ciroc come with your purchase, or do you have to buy the bottle?
I think
It
you buy the
depends,
bottle.
is it
it depends on
complimentary?
the expense of your purchase. You
Or is
feel
it
me?
complimentary?
So like, it's complimentary.
If I get a
you're buying that
MacBook,
big
I
shit.
should definitely get a bottle of
But
Ciroc.
if you're only getting like an Apple Pen or some shit, they're gonna be like, fuck you. You know, Apple's high class. You
They ain't not even a shot.
Not even. You know what? They'll give you a shot of Ciroc if you buy a pencil.
That's I figure that's it. Pencil's $100.
What if you just buy a phone charger?
Nah, you don't get shit. You can look at the bottle. Twice.
If you only buying a phone charger, somebody should be allowed to dip their finger in the shot and tell you, all right, open your mouth. Jerk.
Are you sure that's all, sir?
It's gonna be it for me.
Word.
All right, but yeah, it's Ciroc actually. I like it. I think Ciroc, I always thought Ciroc to be good.
Yeah.
Favorite flavor?
Bitch, blue. Blue raspberry be with the shit. You feel me?
I want to say the original.
Green apple.
The apple joint in the original.
I want to say the apple one, and I like the coconut one because someone made it one time with pineapple juice.
Yeah.
Maybe that Coca
So
Loso.
that's because you cheating every time you put pineapple and coconut together. You could never fail with that.
I'm basic, so I'm gonna say peach Ciroc.
Like anytime you put pineapple and coconut together, Kermit the Frog should show up singing Kokomo.
Kokomo.
Bitch, I don't even fuck with coconuts.
Which is weird. I don't like coconut in a lot of stuff.
Yeah, same. Coconut is not like an ideal.
I
Like,
hate when somebody brings me some fucking coconut cake and I got all the fucking stringy shit on it.
It's like
It's like, bro, why would you?
enjoy?
it's like plant nut. If you feel me.
No, because this will happen. You see you'll see a chocolate cake and it'll look beautiful. You like, oh shit, we about to fuck this chocolate cake up, and then they just fucking porno star nut on this shit with coconut.
I'm just saying, it is
that's the reason why. Probably
plant.
the reason why I got done it, man.
It's probably why. If I nutted and coconut flakes came out, I'd pause for a second, and then I'd probably go to the hospital.
You said it, yeah, flakes came out.
Like the
Like
stuff that they
coconut flakes.
like, you know how like they cover coconut like cakes, like with the flaky ricey stuff.
Like think about the last time you had a mouse.
I don't. Y'all think I eat way more shit than I do. I'm picky as hell, bro. I've come into the podcast with the exact same meal twice.
Okay.
And then the time before that, the only difference was
Or it's so weird because I feel like your brother eat everything.
my brother does eat everything. I used to be the one that ate everything.
Then what happened?
I touched a cat.
Wait, you mean like literally touched a cat? Okay, never mind. You don't want to know what I thought you meant.
Oh no, and then it got worse after I touched the cat again.
You went back?
Wait, hold on.
We not
Young
even,
Mom, we hearing it tonight.
we not even on the docket.
No, here's my thing. Were you like them guys off the episode of South Park? Oh, you didn't know when Randy got high for cat?
Oh, that cat pitch shit? Yeah. Ski Mask wrote a line about that shit.
As in the slump god?
As in the slump god.
The one and only.
That's one of the best things I've ever heard in rap too. I'm gonna say that. Ski Mask, the slump god. Okay, explain to me this cat story.
This cat story? So like I remember, I don't know how old I was. We were like, you know how you have black parents and sometimes they just go look at houses for no goddamn reason?
Okay, fair enough.
That's a relatable thing, right? We were looking at houses. It's a childhood memory, a common one. We walk in one, and this white lady, she got a cat. And so I was like, oh, I fuck with cats. They like the dogs of all the other animals. And so,
Wait.
chill, let me tell my story. And so, And so, I went to go pet the cat, as one does. And then I got a rash, right? And after that...
Wait, like instantly?
No.
Oh.
Like 10 seconds later. And so... And so, as one does when they get a rash, I started like rethinking my life decisions, right? At any age, if you get a rash, you're doing something wrong with your life. And so I sat there and I was like, maybe salads are the problem. And that's where it started.
Okay.
I'm not
Wait,
done
hold
yet.
on.
I'm not done yet. The story's not finished. The story's not finished.
Hold on, go ahead. I'm listening.
And so like the most memorable thing, the one thing that I ate more than anything else before this cat incident was fucking salads. So I was like, maybe that shit made me allergic. Now looking back on it, this very easily could have been a fever dream or some shit. It probably was a fever dream, but you know, we're not gonna get into that. So from this point on, I was like, I don't fuck with salads. And then I started thinking about other stuff that I probably shouldn't want to fuck with, right? I never liked chocolate. I was lactose intolerant as a kid, so I didn't like shit with milk in it. And the other shit started lining up. I didn't like candies. I like certain ones though, don't get me wrong. Juicy Drop Pops, that's a sponsorship I'll take. Fuck Polar Pop. Let's get some Juicy Drop Pops up with this bitch. And yeah.
Okay.
No, I ain't trying. I can't sacrifice Polar Pops with Juicy Drop Pops.
You don't have to. I did. I did it for you.
I'm not rolling.
Hold on, bro.
It don't hit.
So how did you wind up touching the cat again?
Oh, when I lost my virginity.
I'll give you that one. That was a nice setup. That was a nice setup for that.
I hate you. I hate you so much. Some party, some sick twisted party needs you to be and thoroughly enjoys the things that you say.
Yeah. But yeah, that's why I don't. That's why I don't like what was the original coconuts.
New music.
New music. Cardi B. Nope, wrong one. Black China.
Drop us. Well, no.
No, she dropped a thing that had sounds in it, and she said stuff rhythmically.
She dropped a song with Jeremiah and Yo Gotti.
Using that word very loosely. Let's not call it.
I guess I'll go first. I actually have a background in DJing, so the song sucks, but you can hear it getting played at every trap spot across the nation. Like, I hate to say it.
20% chance I'm gonna hear that at the strip next week.
Right. I can see him now at Follies, Mascaras, the Blue Fox. whatever shaky butts that they got. I can see it.
Shaky butts.
Oh yeah, that's a very casual name that we call strip clubs, shaky butts, or like places like rest in peace, but Cheeks. Cheeks was definitely a shaky butt where you're not supposed to get
any place where they dropping that ass and serving some decent wings.
Yeah,
That is 100%.
if you can get food, get fucked up, you get some cheeks in your face. It's a shaky butt.
Shaky butts.
Get some chicken thighs and women thighs. You feel me?
You
can only bite one of them.
And serve thighs.
What's wrong?
What kind of like?
Hey, bro, chill.
Like,
Hey, bro, chill. I don't even like chicken thighs, bro. I'm just here for the flats. Flats versus drumsticks.
Flats.
There you go.
really?
Easy
Yeah.
decision. Easy.
Drumsticks.
Well, you're wrong. But
Sorry.
Thanks for playing.
I mean, this is America, so fuck y'all.
I feel it. I think it's something about flats, and not only that, but part of me is
That shit tastes different, bro.
part of me likes me take
You one of them left Twix people, aren't you?
I don't like chocolate.
Okay, you still one of them left Twix people.
You can't tell me that. You can't tell me that flats don't taste different.
Yeah, I did.
Do you agree with this, man?
No, they take it. They taste exactly the same. What happens is that because of how small the bone is on the flat, the chicken. I can't explain it. I know what you mean. But no.
If you knew what I mean, you wouldn't have said that bullshit.
Oh my gosh.
Listen, flats taste different. But we were talking about Black China's. What was the official word we were using for it? Release. Her debut of.
This is definitely not the debut.
Her,
Really? Does she have another song out?
she's had because Joe Budden's ghostwritten for her.
And this is what
Allegedly. That's why I put the quote.
Allegedly.
Oh, okay. This is what was.
That's not illegal.
Whoa. What the fuck did y'all just say?
We don't know if it's true or
Who did
not.
what?
We don't know if it's true or not.
Joe Buttons, you better hope that's not true.
It was a remember when Joe
You
Budden was
better not
still
have
on?
Ghost wrote this song.
No, well,
What? I don't think it would have been.
she had some lines that did rhyme.
Listen, my thing is this. Let's call it what it is. The song is trash, but unfortunately, nobody gives a fuck because she somehow got fucking
People gonna think it's Cardi B.
young bird who stopped getting his ass whooped and his chain stolen to make fire ass beats to get Yo Gotti and fucking Jeremiah to put together a song. Realistically, out of 3 minutes and 20 odd seconds of the song, she's only on the song for 45 seconds. Everything else is Gotti and Jeremiah.
Let's ask the question we all really want to ask. How the fuck did she get Yo Gotti and Jeremiah on this?
Hold up.
And she signed to like.
If y'all
And she signed to
realize,
Atlantic.
She's what?
Hold on, wait. Like, let me before
Yeah, we
I
gotta stop
start
dropping
before I
bombs on
start
this, man.
spilling out potentially fake news. Let me
don't
confirm
get me wrong,
that.
facts
Can we-
don't matter, but
can we talk about how unproblematic Yo Gotti is in the news, though?
what do you mean unproblematic?
You don't hear shit about this dude doing
That's
nothing.
because Yo Gotti is like
I think Yo Gotti is a real criminal. That's why we don't hear shit about him.
Good. I'd
And
rather
I
be a real criminal
truly
than a fake one.
deeply respect that.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying? Like, keep it under your sheets.
And depending on how trickle down works, appreciate it as well.
and honestly we stopped hearing about Yo Gotti ever since he shot Young Dog.
He shot young. Wait. I thought Black Youngster shot Young Dog.
Black youngster, that dude was just saying bitch.
Whoever did it, man.
Either way, out of the two of them, one of them was busted, Young Dolph was running.
So wait,
It
Gotti
was
and
like
Dolph
that.
don't get along?
No, have you not heard "Play with Your Bitch"?
Hold on, listen.
Bitch,
I had no idea.
So you never heard Play With Your Bitch.
You
Maybe
never
I have.
heard "Play with Your Bitch"?
Maybe I have and just didn't know. I was
No, it was like a dish. Yeah. I
of
heard
who?
It's basically a song about Dolph playing with somebody's bitch, that someone being Yo Gotti.
And how did Gotti take this?
He shot
Which in the turn of events led to Bulletproof and how the fuck you miss a whole 100 shots.
So let me make sure I understand this correctly. Dolph releases a track out of the clear blue sky called "Playing with You."
Oh no.
Nah,
This
it was on
is
a
after
project.
Yeah, this is after like Yo Gotti.
But they was always
signed
beefing. Yo Gotti apparently was trying to sign Dolph. Dolph wasn't rolling, and then I guess in a way Dolph saw it as Gotti hating on him, and he basically was talking about how he fucked Gotti baby mama, how Yo Gotti was beefing with a dyke, how like just
You
a whole bunch
younger
of
man.
mama feels like he just said it was a dyke.
And so through this, he releases "Playing with Your Bitch,"
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is
to which Gotti's immediate response was not a song,
he shut up.
but gunfire.
I mean,
Yeah.
listen. If you,
There's a reason
if
that
you
man
play
like-
with somebody's bitch, they wow. What do you want them to do?
So,
I don't know, like a cease and desist or some shit.
and then in the process of this, Dolph was not shot.
They
Dolph?
missed. Well, he was shot later on in the year,
Yeah,
but at the time
by black youngsters.
when
Allegedly.
Okay, wait, okay, all right, go ahead.
The whole time. Can we get
So
some
Black
research?
Youngster did shoot Dolph.
Yes, allegedly.
Well, it wasn't him per se. People
They
that
shooters. They shooters.
But yeah, it's been some friction going on between Paper Route and CMG for a hot minute now.
Paper boy.
Allegedly.
Alright, y'all gotta stop dropping bombshells in this man. Yeah, Joe Budden.
Oh yeah, the Black China signed the Atlanta thing, the Atlantic thing. I don't think that was true. I'm gonna check the copyright credits at the end of the song. That usually tell me everything I need to know. But I think she signed to somebody. Did it say?
Whatever.
Oh.
Put it like this. Whatever label Berg is signed to, that's where she's at.
Burgers with Atlantic.
I thought Berg was with Newsco. Berg
Okay, let me
is
get
with-
my facts straight.
He is with Atlanta.
Thought Berg was homeless.
Let me get my facts straight.
Berg is with Atlanta.
Hitmaker is with.
Hitmaker.
What, Young Bird? Yo, bro, let me say something to you. For this reason alone, I think this is the only reason why I think Young Bird could possibly beat me in some sort of physical show. Because he undoubtedly probably does make more than me, and so he could afford to pay somebody to just like fuck me up probably.
I mean,
Oh wait, he signed that.
it doesn't take money. You know, there's people that will do that shit for free.
Nah.
Hey,
Tell people like they like.
Give me them niggas with them do-rags and Air Forces, high tops, white Air
Those
Forces,
niggas better be working
tank
in
tops.
waves.
Huh?
The niggas better be working in
They
waves.
no, they don't have no waves. They just wear the do-rags.
I can believe that.
Yeah.
I can believe that. I
They
see.
like- they
Can I
like-
ask something? Can I ask y'all something, bro? What's the new thing with tying your do rag to the front and off to the side like this?
That's the ski
That's the
mask.
ski mask. That's the
ski
Durag
mask.
sauce. He started that.
That,
And then Drake tried to do it, and then he
no,
got
if Drake ever tries to steal from that whole clan of Florida rappers again, come on now.
Wait,
he already did.
Come on, man.
The
Leave Florida alone.
The Durag sauce.
You don't know nobody from Florida, Drake.
Ski mask said he's still in the Durag
Cali.
sauce.
Who's what?
He knows Cali.
Kelly's from?
and Rick Ross.
Yeah.
Okay. But Rick Ross.
Wait, we went away from the point.
Wasn't he a
You mean to
security
tell
guard?
me that's like a gang of niggas,
Well, it's like they kind of like squab up. I wouldn't say
and
that.
the name of the gang is do rag sauce?
What?
No. Shit.
Okay.
We gotta start somewhere.
Ski Mask, the slump guy, started this trend.
Oh, I thought you were going to say started that gang.
He was, so the do-rag sauciness, as in like an attribute rather than a descriptive
Okay,
name
okay.
for a gang.
Remember that weird year in hip hop where everybody was wearing their shirt?
Halfway on.
Right. Think of it like that. Or my personal favorite, that weird time
Stupid.
when niggas was putting two polos up and flipping their collars up.
And laying in the polo.
Yeah. Anybody remember that time? Because I remember that time. That was
I don't. Dark time in history.
what was we thinking? I don't know.
But the clan that I was speaking of, it's like it's Ski Mask, the artist formerly known as X, Clout Cobain himself, Denzel Curry.
That's a hard ass name, Clout Cobain.
It
I
is.
got a question. Is the artist formerly known as X? That's not XXX Test. Okay.
So and then it's like a bunch of other Florida collectives. So like Space Ghost Perp or some shit like that.
I fuck with Space Ghost Perp.
Yeah.
I got on him through ASAP Rocky.
See. It's,
Then they wound up beefing, I think.
Yeah, they did.
they also beefed with Smoke. Not Smoke. Was it Smoke Perp? I don't know. They beefed with something. Oh, they beefed with dude up in Philly. What's his name? Chill Bill.
Talking about, damn, what's his name? Rob Stone?
Rob Stone.
The fact that
Oh, yeah.
these new rap names are very creative.
Oh yeah.
Very creative.
We had a little segment on rap names.
So
You know, it's a rapper named Guap Dad 4000.
Holy shit.
I don't hate that name.
I don't either.
I think I follow somebody who uses that as like a spam name or something.
Now, how do we all feel about Black China's song?
She stole not only her voice. She sounds like Cardi B, but like choking on a Lego.
And without the heavy Dominican accent?
Yeah, it's just
Yeah.
like less sexy and talented, and she doesn't ride the beat very well at all. And that's saying a lot because I'm not the hugest Cardi B fan. I fuck with her though; she's a real personality in hip hop, which we don't have a lot of anymore. They took a lot of Travis Scott elements.
I mean, okay.
Like they literally stole his whole ad lib thing. Which
Straight up!
right, like if they would have done, they should have just went ahead and had Travis come on, just spit the ad libs, give him a little feature. I'm sure it would have gone slightly better than what it did now. The beat was really overproduced for me. Like it was a lot of layers in that for them to not be saying no. That makes sense. If you're not gonna say shit, you're gonna cover it up with as many layers of bullshit sounds as possible. And then Jeremiah tried his best to make an actual, dare I say, song, and
Wait a minute.
and you know,
Jeremiah slander.
and no, I fuck with Jeremiah. I'm saying like he added something to the shit. Yo Gotti didn't elevate nor make it worse because it was literally already a piece of shit. Don't come shoot me. I know you about that shit. There's nothing else left to say about Black China. She's just ass. She's more ass than her actual ass. That shit's.
I've been thinking one thing this whole time.
Say it. I'm ready for it.
Who did got something for this song to have?
Joe Budden.
Fuck that, bro. We all been thinking about it, bro. We all been thinking about it, bro. She's not talented.
No.
Okay? There's,
The head of Atlanta.
as opposed to like Joni Blaze and like Cardi, who have like, you know, taking the time to construct a project of music, put it out, and try to, you know, work that angle to those who know them. This just got released out of
Now,
nowhere.
here's my thing.
The head of Atlanta.
Okay. Here's my thing.
Get it, but
Do we know that she's signed to
Every
Atlantic?
stripper
I just said some shit.
Up until this point,
uh-huh.
has been a great rapper. Eve, Trina, Cardi B, every stripper. Let me see. Who else was a stripper? That was a female
Was your
stripper.
name on the stripper?
Nah.
Okay. Oh yeah, she was in the streets. I know that.
So yeah, it's not that far off to say, hey, if they did it, I can do it too.
Yes, it
Did
is.
y'all hear the Metro project?
I did. I like the Swiss more than I like the Metro.
Agreed.
But the Metro project ain't bad.
The Metro project. The 21 song?
21.
thought
Yo, low
Come Out
key,
the House?
the 21, the one where he whispered.
Yeah.
To me, that's the hardest shit on the album.
That's,
Low key, there's something about this.
I was like, I gotta hear this one out.
Y'all thought I was whispering over the shit the whole time, bitch.
Now here's my question. You and I are definitively older than them. Do you think we like the Swiss over the Metro because of that?
I think we have a bias that wouldn't have allowed us, no matter how good the Metro was, to like it over Swiss's album. I do think that. But I think we would not have hated on Metro's album.
Yeah, I mean, with me personally, like the Metro versus, I think Metro, for me personally, had a higher percentage.
Yeah,
There was a couple songs on Swiss album that I didn't really care for.
I told you, I said the Metro was going to score higher because it's more current in its feel. It's way more current in its feel. The other thing about it is that it doesn't have to rely on some nostalgia to pull you in. I will say this though, I still say the hardest shit out right now is Currency and Freddie Gibbs.
That is hard.
That shit hard as fuck.
Joe Jid dropped something.
Really?
I
I still like the Davies.
I'm looking for it.
Styles.
I like it. I like the Davies and Styles. It's the Currency and what it is the Currency of Freddie Gibbs joint is very. It's not a concept album in any way, but there's a feel to the album that only their two voices can give you.
I understand that. Because my thing about that is, one, at the end of the year, we're going to give Styles P this Hustler of the Year award. That's the first thing. Because he's given us a total of 6 projects altogether.
Styles P.
Styles P.
Probably
all year.
NBA
The original Gentleman and the Gangster.
Oh yeah, NBA Youngboy did drop like 15 verses.
Yeah. Like 13 plus track projects.
Like legit. Do y'all listen to? Does anybody at the table listen to Vince Staples?
I didn't get to listen.
Yes, FM is
That
hard.
film is hard.
FM is very good. I like it.
Don't get clipped.
Yeah. And Don't Get Clipped and look at the first track is hard as fuck too.
Yeah, that's. I was happy to hear it. Like he's another person that makes good projects.
But
Vince Staples
I was talking to
His Twitter
a friend of mine about that earlier.
and his interviews.
Yeah. Oh, dude.
That's because
Man,
Vince Staples needs his own Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Vince Staples is hilarious.
Like, I don't know. He doesn't even need to rap, bro. Put him on TV.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Give Vince Staples, have Vince Staples, Larry David Lee, and just do Curb Your Enthusiasm starring Vince Staples.
Yeah,
I'm down.
I'll give Vince Staples like a everyday struggle type thing. Where
If
he's
somebody
like
was
on
to show
a panel, like talking to like other
Vince
people.
Staples had a everyday struggle, or did
I would be
did
here for
something
that.
like what LeBron
Vince Staples
doing.
should totally have his own Eric Andre show.
But it's just like everyone's just like it's even more awkward. The air is even more stale, and he's just like, so what the fuck is going on? And he just like offs you or some shit like oh, I was just thinking how amazing that shit.
We giving Vince Staples
Listen,
ideas.
I'm already published. I
Right.
want my credit.
I fuck with the Mai Tai project.
I dig it.
I dig it. I didn't think Dumb Niggas was going to do something that cool, but I like the Mai Tai joint.
It was worth the wait.
I don't think this Tory Lanez album is as good as as Memories was.
That's because
Yeah, Memories was the one I liked the best out of the three.
Wayne, don't you do this.
Tory Lanez isn't that good, bro.
Oh my God. Wayne, Tory Lanez fucking playing, and you not.
Let me just say, I agree with Wayne at a point. Until I heard Memories. I like Memories, but before that, I wasn't drinking the Tory Lanez Kool-Aid. But
Because I don't understand. Like, the joint that trips me out about Tory Lanez, niggas who argue and, love Tory Lanez is, the same niggas who, love August Alsina. And for some reason, y'all just jerking them both off.
Whoa.
And just saying, hey, these niggas is good, they not.
oh my god,
Dexter.
The Sleeper album is still this Joey Purp album, and niggas need to hear it, bruh.
I'm gonna make a note to listen to that.
That's your sleeper.
That's my sleeper album.
What's the sleeper?
Joey Purp. The album is called Quarter Thing.
What the fuck is all these perps? God damn it.
3 purples.
Smoke Purp,
Save money.
Space Ghost perp.
Purple Ribbon All Stars.
I have no idea what that is, but I'll take your word for it.
Whoa.
Whoa, you remember Kryptonite?
I be on that all day. I be on that. Okay.
Okay, we gotta remember, Miles was like 5.
You were like 5, my bad.
Miles was like 5.
Five is still like 5, bro.
You could probably end up.
Hey, I'm on it.
That was a classic.
But yeah, no. Also, has anybody listened to the Shy Glizzy album?
Who the
I
fuck is
haven't.
Shy Glizzy?
Yo, how are you younger than us?
Yeah. So Gold Ring came out in a very hit song called Crew.
Oh, he was the guy that sings.
And then
He's no. He's the guy on the second verse.
the singer, that's Brent
Hey,
Fayez.
that's me.
No, I'm not interested in that.
Because he slayed that verse.
It was alright.
Yeah, like he showed up on us.
Not only that, but I say
Oh no,
this.
that was a solid verse.
I don't know if you remember Awesome. I'm so fucking awesome.
That was him?
Yeah.
I'm so awesome. I'm so awesome.
But yeah, the Joey Purp album is definitely worth listening to. Anderson .Paak hasn't dropped yet. I'm still
That's the
waiting.
16th. I'm here for it. Right?
I need to
okay,
give
I'm
Anderson
really
back
with
a
this.
very long list.
But yeah, everybody. But yeah, that's my sleeper album. The Joey Purp Quarter thing.
Mm-hmm.
Listen to it all the way through, and y'all think y'all will be impressed.
Does anybody listen to Action Bronson?
Yes.
I have.
Did you hear White Bronco?
I just added it, and I haven't listened to
I've
it
only
yet.
gotten past. I've only gotten the track 3. Like, give me like a couple more days.
I heard like
What else
three
is there?
Action.
Moneybag Yo came out with something.
Oh yeah,
Who the
Reset
fuck
came
is
out.
Moneybag Yo?
Reset. The song with J. Cole. And I know that's like an easy go-to, but that song is hard. J. Cole been showing up on these verses all year.
That shit was hard.
Okay, evidently Jay Critch also dropped. I didn't know.
That I didn't know either.
Like, I just happened to be on Browse, so I got to add the Jay Critch joint.
That's news to me.
Low-key, Jay Critch still dropped the album, and Rich the Kid is not on it.
Crazy.
Literally.
Low-key, Jay Critch dropped the album, and the only features are Offset, French Montana, and Fab.
He got Fabulous on there?
In fact, yeah.
Oh, let me
It's 12 tracks, and low-key,
make a note of this.
I don't know what you. I'm excited to hear it now.
I'm
Because of the
bumping on
Fab
my
feature.
feature.
Because of the Fab feature.
No.
Nah, I just
Honestly, I've always liked Jay Critch. I really did. I thought he could have picked a better name, but I always liked Jay Critch.
That is a really unsatisfying name. Critch is an ugly ass word. And you know what I have to say about motherfucking Rich the Kid? Fuck Rich the Kid, bro. You a bitch.
moving on.
You just got.
Come on, man. Like,
We doing the Florida Man update this week, or we chilling?
Of course.
Florida man.
Okay.
Okay. Florida man arrested in inflatable dinosaur costume on battery charges.
Wait. Okay, I didn't
Beating
do that.
that ass with them tiny ass arms. If you get your ass beat by somebody in a dinosaur
I did not
costume,
hear that.
Get beat up by somebody in a dinosaur costume
It's hilarious. It's
Unthinkable.
But
on.
like what makes it
Hilarious.
better is the picture of the dude who looks like Michael Cera, who that
Michael
lost
Cera?
weight. Michael Cera. Sounds bitchy.
That dude looks like somebody we work with.
Holy shit, man.
All right, before I get out of here, next topic.
Alright. Before we get too caught up in Florida, man. So, when was the first time you got left home alone? Or what was it like, rather?
Oh, okay. So I was 7 years old. It was just me and my brother. My grandmother had went down to the store real quick. She was cooking and she needed some lard. So we woke up from our nap and realized we was in the house by ourselves. Unfortunately, at the time, she left the chemistry set up.
Oh.
And if anybody knows kids, we are too devious. And we had a house by ourselves. The TV was on. And a whole bunch of chemicals that needed adult supervision. By the time she came home, there was like a hole burning through the furniture.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I don't think mine was
Did you
that.
put anything in? Yo.
Yeah. So.
No.
Yeah. Don't leave two kids home alone with a chemistry set.
I think my Home Alone episodes come in sagas, bro. Like, I think my first time home alone was when I knew I wasn't home alone. So like I came home from my family reunion, and like my dad's from out of town, so he like dropped me off. And I walk in the house. I'm like, oh shit, I got the house to myself. I'm about to get into everything.
Nice.
And then next thing you know, he calls me. He's like, and I didn't want anybody else. And everybody knows like the golden rule on when you're home alone as a kid, you're not supposed to let nobody know that you're home alone.
Facts.
So
You told everybody.
Nah. See, this is why I got this is why I got caught at. My dad called me. He was like, "Is that your mom?" I was like, "Yeah." He got me. He was like, "Let me speak to him." So basically, I got caught lying. But after that, I ended up being home alone like for so long. Like I would get bored and shit. Call like the little 1-800-sex operators just for shits and giggles.
Everybody did that.
Like,
No. Nigga, we had porn.
but you gotta think of like when okay, how old were you when you were home alone? Because I'm pretty sure.
Wait, were you ever actually home alone?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it was different from you. And see, I ain't have internet in my house at the time.
Yeah, bro.
So all I had was the house phone
Yeah, bro.
and like 1-800.
You ain't never lived in a world without accessible internet in the home.
No, I have actually. Seriously. Like, internet became officially accessible because we had laptops and I didn't have one. So, like, I didn't have the passwords to get into them. And I didn't get my own until I was like 12. And I wasn't even on that, you feel me? Because I had, anyways. Anyways, I just stayed home. The first time I was home alone, like actually without Jordan, it was whenever I'd be like sick, and it was a school day. I'd fake sick sometimes because I want to play NCAA 10 on my fucking PSP, and I just do my career for like hours on the day. I'd forget to eat. Day come home and I'd be like, I'm doing all right. I feel a little better. Just the whole hope that maybe I can squeeze out another day. You feel me?
I'm pretty sure. I feel like your dad would have been like, "Come on, you up."
But no, I feel like my dad always knew, but he like also didn't give a fuck as long as we were healthy children and happy, and we were healthy and happy. He like, our interactions were very short. It would be like, he'd come in, what's wrong with you? No, I'm a little sick. All right.
How did I know that's exactly where it was going? It was like, are you good? You straight? Are you still sick? Alright.
That's how we are as dads, bro.
Yeah.
Well, no, I ain't that with Pootie. Pootie told me she's sick. Wait, what? The fuck? I'm acting like somebody did the shit.
Who do I shoot in the fucking cranium?
Oh no,
to get you right.
Yeah, don't be the I'm here to pick up my son, Dad. I'm here to pick up my son.
I heard someone threw sand in his eye.
I'll be back next week.
Oh man. Cool, what's your story?
The first time I was left home alone was with my cousins, because we all was pretty much raised like brothers and sisters. And so we was at my aunt's house, I want to say, and she had a nice place, and you know, we was dirty little ghetto kids, so our places weren't as nice.
That was DGK?
It was DGK, and low key. What the fuck did we do? I don't actually think we did anything that fucking wild, bro. I think we just went into every room in her house we was curious about. Like, and because her house was big, it had 3 floors, and we lived in Philly, so she had a 3-story house, and so it was just all these fucking closed doors, and we just never knew what the fuck was behind. And low key, I'm kind of lucky that we didn't find no fucking dead body or some shit.
What's our chance of that shit?
Yeah. Hey, you never know. That's a lot of closed doors, a lot of locked doors.
You feel me?
I'm sold on the name Quando Rondo, but go ahead.
Talk to us.
Say what you want. Quando Rondo is number 48 on the iTunes charts right now.
Like Quando Rondo.
More importantly, let me tell you what I think is funny about Quando Rondo. Seeing as some no, you know who he is. His album was called Life After Fame.
Wait, you mean to tell me this person has been famous before?
Quando got joints, man. They ain't even about to say everything.
So you do know who Quando?
I know Quando Rondo. He right with YoungBoy. National Basketball Association YoungBoy.
Nope.
No Blacks Allowed Young Boy?
Nope.
That YoungBoy.
I thought he changed his name.
No, now he's like No Blacks Allowed. Before he was No Blacks Allowed Young Boy.
No.
I still can't remember. I still can remember that time I was read that article. It was like he got herpes because he smoked blunts with 12 white girls.
Oh yeah, that's
And
right.
12 white girls got herpes.
And gave 12 white girls her.
I called you about that.
1-8-12 bodies, my nigga. That's what the new mixtape is called.
Yeah, it's about that time to go and wrap it up. Anyway, appreciate y'all for another productive episode. Episode 35. No static. We out.